The DeFi broker rule was an add-on to regulations that went into effect in September of 2024, and these were the broker-dealer rules for cryptocurrency traders. Those regulations required exchanges, so Coinbase, Kraken, Uphold, Robinhood, that they had to issue 1099 DAs. This is digital asset, 1099 DAs statements for their U.S. taxpayers on an annual basis at the end of the year. So that goes into effect here in 2025, that regulation. So starting in 2026, like January 2026, you'll start to get this 1099 DA. Very similar, if you've been a stock trader, something called a 1099B for broker, which basically listed all the things you sold, what you bought it for, and what your capital gain was. Now, on one level, that's going to be a really handy statement if you do all your trading on an exchange. But the fact of the matter is, some people do things on DeFi. And so the DeFi broker rules were an additional set of regulations proposed in December of this past year that put a reporting burden on DeFi networks to report on the U.S. citizens trading on their accounts. This is highly controversial. First of all, with DeFi, because it is decentralized finance, it's not happening on a platform. The application like Uniswap is really just a platform where people can sign up to put money into smart contracts, which were not written by Uniswap, but these smart contracts would then create different investment possibilities for the taxpayer in which they may make money off of. But Uniswap is personally not engaged in any of these activities. It just creates a meeting place for people to do things. And a company like Uniswap, which was a US-based company, it was incorporated in the US, and it had employees, and they created software, but then they released the software, and once they put that software in the public domain, anybody can run a Uniswap server, and this is true for all the DeFi networks. There can be many servers, and those servers can be located anywhere in the world. So what makes it a US-based operation? Is it because the developers are in the US? Is it because the servers the application runs on are in the US? But what if the application servers are running on the US, but actually the smart contracts are coming from outside the US? What reporting obligation does Uniswap have back to the US government on that activity? It's very complicated. Then it also placed a know your client obligation on Uniswap to know who all the people were that were trading on its platform, even though Uniswap wasn't actually making the trades happen. Very controversial, very intrusive from a privacy point of view, and it was vague in terms of what constitutes a DeFi broker. Is it just the software developer? Is it anybody who runs a node on the Uniswap network? It's extremely vague. It was a bureaucratic overreach. I understand the challenge that the IRS is going after, but they should have been reading the tea leaves of Donald Trump's election to know that that was not going to go very far when they issued those regulations in December. So I'm looking forward to a massive pushback on these regulations, whether it's a legal challenge or a congressional challenge.